Hello, RU or CIS or however you wish to be known. We call you CIS, but you sometimes called RU as well. We are here for the Challengers Tour Grand Final here on the Russian and or CIS server, whichever is your preference. Who are we going to watch? Wow, we are going to watch Seven Pigs against Alini. That's who we're watching. So they managed to get their way through all the way to the grand final, and boy did they give us some games to get there. It is going to be a best of 5, I believe. It's best of 5 in the grand final here. We were going to go out on Faust, Halos and Oasis Palms if we get that far. Both teams have been looking very tasty recently. However, this is not the only stream that is out there. It's not the only one that is going on. If you are a Russian speaker and you would prefer to watch a stream in Russian, then there are also Russian streamers streaming the Challengers Tour. They are, I will let you know right now, although you probably know them better than me, to be honest with you. We have Rabbit, who is also streaming, and Nepuk, I don't know how to pronounce that, or is it Priyuk? I don't know how you pronounce that, I'm awfully sorry. But they are also streaming the grand finals of the Challengers Tour here on RU. However, there's also a main event, and that main event is this one. This is 7 Star versus G Game in the grand finals of the Winter Champions. That is being streamed by Wargaming's website direct. That is here. So by all means, guys, feel free to pop over there and check that out. It's set to be a great grand final, but do not distract from watching this, because this game is also equally as important. It's good, fun, it's fantastic, and you know, we're set to see some great games. And don't forget, this one's only best of 5, whereas the main event is best of 9. So you will have a chance to get to see both this one and that one. To be fair, it's not like you're going to miss everything. So there we go. Oof! It's going to be great stuff, guys. We've been watching this tour from the start, this Challengers Tour here on CIS. And it's been absolutely fantastic. We've seen some amazing gameplay, we've seen some amazing action, and I want to feel really privileged to be able to stream this particular tour on this particular server. It's very rare that we EU/English speaking streamers get to jump in onto the RU CIS server, so I feel really privileged, and I've loved every single minute of it. It has been great, so can't wait for that. Can't wait to get involved in all the action. As I said, don't forget, I mean, I'm not the only one streaming this. There are 2 Russian streamers as well. Not only that, there is the main event, as I said, where Pyroblast and Wotb are out there. They are doing their thing on the Wargaming main server. So by all means, guys, be one of the 4,335 people currently watching on that server, because it is good fun over there, no doubt. But that's that. We're not doing that. We're doing this, and we're watching this, and this is what we've come to watch. Although I noticed there's only a couple of you, but hey, it's not a big deal. In fact, there's only one person watching, because the other person is me. Yes, little old me. So it's going to be good fun, though, guys. You're going to see some great action, I think. Alini have been very impressive, but so have Seven Pigs. I mean, I was talking to somebody earlier. Well, I say earlier, yesterday, from the RU side, and they were saying to me, you know, these clans could have been top 8, and they could have therefore been in the main event, but wasn't to be this time, which is why we're seeing some fantastic gameplay here on RU Challengers Tour. We should be getting the room invite, well, anytime now. There we go, we've got it, we're in. So we're going to go out straight away onto Faust. It is going to be 7 pigs on the north spawn and Alini on the south spawn. I'm just going to jump out for a moment. I normally wait to the 3 minute 30 mark. There's no point jumping in any sooner. You're not going to really see anything other than a blank screen as the teams sort of trickle in closer to the time. Faust is always a great map. I mean, we saw some great games on it yesterday with regard to the EU side with Akva and Kana. It can be one of those maps that can be very, very aggressive. It can accommodate really aggressive strats, and it can also be an absolute, heartbreaker. It depends. I mean, it depends on the meta that they use. It depends on the strats that they take. It's a big map. There are 4 base points. There's A, B, C, and D. Obviously, C and D are the 2 easiest ones to get, and you generally get quite a bit of action at this level around the B cap and sometimes around the A cap. It all depends. The thing about the RUCIS server is that they have this unique ability of throwing in different meta than what we're used to on EU and employing different strats. And generally speaking, you tend to find that they are slightly more aggressive in their methodology than we get across some of the other servers, which is absolutely fantastic to watch. I mean, when you've got teams so aggressive like this, sometimes it is beautiful to watch. So we're jumping into the room now. We've still got over 3 minutes, so you can see 7 pigs have not fully turned up yet. Alini have. They are in the room. Excuse me. I'm still coming down from the Asia Grand Final that on the championship that I've just streamed, and it was fantastic. Some of the best games, if not the best games I've ever seen on Asia. So I'm still coming down from the high of streaming that. So forgive me while I sup my coffee and why I sound a little bit sort of at the moment. But don't worry, we'll soon pick up on that. It is best of 5, as I said. So the teams are now almost here. Yes, 7 pigs are now turned up, and so is Alini. The only one on Alini I have a difficulty is this one. This is Spuffletti. Spuffletti, yes. Spuffletti is the name. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% certain, so don't shoot me and please forgive me. But they're not readied up yet. As I said, we have 7 pigs going out on the north spawn, Alini going out on the south spawn. I'm just waiting for the teams to ready up before we start going through their meta. There's no point going through it until they actually press ready, because they can change, obviously, and they do change. Hopefully the sound is fine, you can hear everything fine, and I'm talking okay, and you can hear me okay, and all that sort of jazz. Right, so we're almost ready up now, so looking at, that's King Kong, yes. So looking at 7 pigs, we've ready up first. We have King Kong in a TVP. Oh, it's Artima in a 215B, Lennox in an E5, Riedic in an E5. I can't remember. Sixtium, of course, Sixtium in an E5, I Speciali in a 215B, and the Brain in a mouse. Moving over to Alini, we have Def Proper in an E5, 7A1 in an E5, De Leon in an E5, Nakuta in an E5, Lera in an E5, Skill Check in an E5, and the Spulefti, Spulefti in an E5. I have so much trouble with that name. I am sorry, Spulefti. Spuffletti. I'm sorry, Spuffletti. I am so terrible at pronouncing that. I'm so bad. I'm really sorry, guys. Anyway, we've got about 30 odd seconds to go. That's a mobile lineup for Alini, and it's also a very mobile lineup aside from the mouse for 7 pigs. So expecting some movement around this map here, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, don't forget, it is Faust, and those E5s and Crown Dragons do have the super duper consumable booster, which gets them to move around the map even faster. The mouse is the only one that's going to be a slow lumbering beast. Interesting to see the TVP there, being made by King Kong. I mean, the TVP is also a very mobile tank, and some of the CIS guys, in fact, Aqua yesterday on EU were using it, and they're sort of using it in the as more of a light rather than a medium, and it is a medium by rights. So anyway, the time for talking is over. It's time for action. You can see there that the hit points, wow, there's nothing in it really, 400 roughly. That's not a lot at this level of the game. Artemka there, not Artima, Artemka. I'm awfully sorry, Artemka, my bad, again. My wife never forgives me because my Russian is atrocious, and she is Russian. Anyway, getting up high into the back of the map, wow, we can already see what 7pigs are looking to do. They're looking to get into that C cap quickly with the brain and the mouse, with the E5s going down to overlook the B cap by looks on it, and the TVP of King Kong heading towards the A cap. Moving over to see what Alini are doing. Well, Alini, oh no, the E5s are going straight into the B cap. They're not even going to overlook it. So Alini, De Leon is in the E5 and he's dropped down, but look at the other E5s here. They're pushing heavily through. And this is what you generally expect. Dick here, oh my life, he's gone straight, hurtling straight towards that D cap. De Leon has capped it, but boy, Dick is so far forward. I mean, that is so aggressive at this level. And Sixtium is coming up behind. He's going to be able to put shots into Lara. And Linux is going the other way. And there's a counter push as the E5s of Alini try to rotate back. Speciali, Artemka and the Brain counter pushing on this flank down onto 7A1 and to Spafletti. They are really in trouble, especially 7A1, as 7A1 is in a world of pain. He's not going to be going... No, there he goes. He's out. Now, Spafletti is also in a world of pain. So is Nakuta. But Dick has gone down, but so has Nakuta. I didn't get there quickly enough for him. Now we've got trying to consolidate on this side from Alini as they're trying to focus Sixtium. Sixtium is going down. Spaflefty has actually survived that. He's going to be able to get round the back of the 215Bs and the E5 there. And that's Artemka there with a wild shot. I think that was Artemka with the wild shot. But we're still brawling in this area. Skill check is coming in. De Leon is still there. Down, unfortunately, goes Lara. Lara goes down courtesy. But down also goes Artemka. De Leon, though, he's a one-shot. He's not going to be lasting, but so is Speciali. Speciali is also a one-shot. They need to focus. It's 3 against 4. Oh, and there goes Speciali. It's now 3-on-3. Death Dropper looking to get King Kong. King Kong is now fully... Oh, that's a great shot by Death Dropper. King Kong has gone down. It's now 2 against 3, but Death Dropper is a one-shot. And so, well, kill check isn't nor is Spatletti. Spatletti is not a one-shot. Oh, that's a great shot by Spatletti there into Linux. Linux there really taking a bit of a pounding. That was one hell of a shot. I think it came from Spalletti. I don't know. Could have come from Skill Check. Skill Check is desperately trying to reload. That was a shot that he didn't intend, I don't think. I think he intended to shoot the mouse, but he just shot the train instead. There we go. Linux is getting a bit of a pummeling there as he goes around the corner. Oh, that's a massive kill onto Skill Check. Now it's 2-on-2. They've got to get rid of Linux. The mouse they can focus later. But you can see the Brain is going after Death Dropper there. Spurfletti now, he needs to put this one shot in. He needs to get rid, and he does. Now they can both focus on the mouse, but hit points are favouring slightly 7pigs because it is a mouse, and he is very healthy. And but Spurfletti may be able to reload his Kranwagen fully. Death Dropper, is he going to be able to get out of the way? No, he's not! It's 1-on-1, Spafletti against the mouse. He gets one in. Is he able to get another one? Yes, he is. Is he able to now pull back and hold? Is he able to do that? I mean, he's got 1,200 hit points, which means it ain't going to be that simple or straightforward. He is effectively... Oh, what happened there? I don't know what happened there. Press the wrong button, clearly. He's going to be a 2-shot to the mouse. Well, maybe more, maybe a 3-shot. But and the mouse is on 1800. So he's not going to be able to clip the mouse out with one magazine. That's not going to be happening. He's got to play this sensibly. Points are in favour of Alini. So if the game does finish now, Alini will win because they've got better points. That is a good shot by the Brain. That's a great shot by Spafletti. Is he going to be able to get another one in though? Yes, he is. Third one, is it a charm? He's waiting for the reload. But the Brain is also reloaded. So Spafletti is now rotating back. He's going to get two, maybe get his third shell into that magazine. But 7 Pigs, the Brain, he has capped the base, which means poor old Alini aren't going to be getting any points, which means if the game were to end now, then it will go in favour of 7 Pigs, not Alini. But the mouse is side on. That's 1. That's 2. That's 2. There it is. And great game by Alini. Really well played there by Spafletti. Really awesome gameplay. Not the easiest thing to do to 1v1 a mouse when you're in a Kranwagen. Great. Look at the damage dished out by Spafletti there. 6,415 in a Kran. In a Tor. Brain as well, not being absolutely shy there. What, with 5,307 knocked out and 3 kills. Great opening game. But that was then, this is now. We're swapping those spawn points. We're now going to move on to Baltimore 7 Pigs being on the south spawn, Alini now being on the north spawn. We're back again on Faust, of course. Before anybody says anything. Just waiting for the teams to ready up and pick their... Oh, Alini have readied up first. So we have Death Tropper in an E5, 7A1 in an E5, De Leon in an E5, Nakuta in a Vickers, Skill Check in a Kranwagen, Lera coming in an E5, Lera was in always, and Spafletti in a Kranwagen. Moving over to 7 Pigs, well, we have King Kong again in a TVP, Artemka in an E5, Linux in a Kranwagen, Riedick in a Kranwagen, I Speciali in an AMX50B, Painkiller in a Kranwagen, he's rotating in instead of 60 and the Brain, this time in a Kranwagen. So, you know, to see how they play this one. Obviously, it's best of 5, so it's the first of 3 victories. So, 7 Pigs need to turn this around. They need to turn it around. Yes, it is Jacques, it is Artemka, not Artim. That was my bad, my mistake. My mistake. No, it's not early Winter Fox, not for CIS. Well, it is, I suppose. But they listed it now, so nothing I can do about it. I'm not in charge. Yeah, not in the slightest. So here we go, game 2 here on the grand final of the CIS server. We are going out with, as I say, 7 Pigs against Alini. Alini are 1-0 up, and already the hit points are now favouring 7 Pigs. This time it's 1,000, which is pretty significant at this level. That's a lot more HP. Anyway, let's get a pie into the back of the map and see what we're looking at. 7 Pigs this time, well, are they going to be as aggressive as they were last time? I don't know, that's a lot of Kranwagens. And only 1 E5 and the TVP again by King Kong. This time we've got Nakuta there in the Vickers trying to overlook the B cap. Great shots going into Death Tropper as he tries to cross. That was coming in from the Brain, I believe, here in the Kranwagen. C cap at the moment has not been taken, but it will be eventually. Spafletti is there, and look at this. King Kong dropping into that cap, making sure that the B cap is taken, getting that early advantage. Death Tropper is very aggressive. This is what makes me giggle about this server. I mean, the strats are just total aggression. You know, there's no holding back with these guys over here on CISRU. We've got the Vickers and Nakuta looking back, and so they've both got caps. But at the moment, Alini do have the advantage just about. 7A1 is also pushed up along with Death Tropper. Just trying to... Oh, what's De Leon doing? De Leon is actually rushing into the cap because no one is there and he can. So De Leon is chopped into the D cap very cheekily, considering that there are tanks over this side of the map. And their Kranwagens, and now the Kranwagens are spurred into action. Riedick Painkiller pushing down on De Leon. De Leon has no choice but to push on to the E5 and the other 2 Kranwagens. But look at this. Alini's other tanks are now coming in. And Painkiller is now a one-shot. Poor old Painkiller is down. He's out. Our Dick is now in trouble. He's being chased around by Death Tropper and 7A1. 7A1 is going to... Oh, he gets triple tapped. Quadruple tapped even. They have lost De Leon, however. It was very aggressive. Now they're going to fight in an area that I don't like, because if I go in there, then unfortunately I get booted out to the top. Tenka here is also being smacked around. The Brain is pushing through onto 7A1. Bounces 7A1. Down goes Linux. Oh, this map is annoying sometimes. Got to stay low. So, oh, you see Ice Speciali there, dropping down and losing over 1,000 HP. I mean, that was interesting. And here comes the kit, and here comes Skill Check. It's just raining tanks here on Faust on the RU server. Oh my giddy arms, and what can you say? What can you do? Poor old The Brain is down, and whilst it may have stopped raining tanks, King Kong is the last man standing in his TVP on his long reload, and he's out for the count and gone. I mean, wow, raining tanks. Wow, you don't see that very often in a tour at this level. You don't see raining tanks, not like that. You know, the AMX was the first to do it. He lost what, just over 1,300. Damn it, no, 1,100. Damn it, 1,100 HP, and then you just saw everybody else drop down. Wow, that's just, yeah, it's CIS. What do you want me to say? I mean, that's how it works, guys. So we're now going on to Halas, and Alini are one step away from taking this victory. I mean, it's short and sweet at this rate. Surely 7 Pigs have got something to come back on. So we will have Alini going out on the South Spawn, Death Tropper in a Kranwagen, 7A1 in a Mouse, De Leon in an E5, Makuta in a Vickers Light, Mel Rip coming into the team in a Mouse, Skill Check in an E5, and the Spalletti in an E5. Moving over to 7 Pigs, we have King Kong in the Vickers, our Timka in an E5, Linux in an E5, Redick in an E5, Ice Speciali in a Kranwagen, Painkiller in a Kranwagen, and The Brain in a Mouse. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one again. The Brain jumping back into his mouse. He likes his mouse. I don't think we're going to see any tanks raining down upon us on this time. It's a very flattish type of map, is Halas. I suppose you can probably get a little bit of a shower, but I doubt it. Not on this map. But 7 Pigs have really got to work out what they're going to do here. They've got to turn this around. They are already down. Alini are at match point this quickly, because it is, as I said, best of 5. It's going to be an interesting one. Are we going to see Alini be aggressive again? I mean, they've been aggressive so far, and it's generally paid off. In fact, both these clans have been aggressive. It hasn't paid off as much, however, for poor old 7 Pigs. Looking at the hit points, wow, there's not much in it here. 50 hit points. There's a difference. Well, 40 in fact is the difference. That's nothing at this level of this game. It's not really an advantage in any way, shape or form. Let's get up high into the back of the map and see what these guys are going to do. So at the moment, poor old Brain is spawned right down in the bottom there. Now we've got 7 Pigs heading towards the A-cap and the middle area, looking to dominate. King Kong and his Vickers looking to get over there and get those early spots. We've got De Leon in Olini in the E5, along with the Spalletti also in an E5. Well, no, Spalletti's turned the other way now, but De Leon is continuing his charge towards the C-cap. Death Tropper in the Kranwagen and Spalletti are looking to go down the middle road, or track, whichever you want to call it. Kranwagen and Painkiller and Speciali, though, are pushing heavily as well onto the Mouses. There are 2 Mouses, Merrill Rip and 7A1, and they are pushing very far forward. So is Redick and Linux. They are also pushing forward. They've already got the B cap, so they've got the cap advantage here as 7 Pigs. So 7 Pigs trying to focus this Mouse, and at the same time trying to put shots into Skill Check. The Mouses, however, are holding their ground nicely. The C-cap has now been taken, but Alini do not have the advantage. The Spalletti and Death Tropper here in the E5 and in the Mouse and in the Kranwagen respectively They're quite an advanced position, but they're not really holding on here. They're losing HP. In fact, at the moment, Alini are being bled. Now we've got Nakuta coming round in the Vickers, trying to give some support to Meryl Rip. Meryl Rip is on a push, and boy, he's just going to go for it. Chasing down Painkiller. The mouse of the brain is coming in to try and help and protect Painkiller, which he does. The A cap is now being taken by Redick and Linux, but no, they're not taking it. They're just going to push straight through onto skill check. So they're saying attack Death Dropper, so that's what they're doing. Aline is 7A1 in the mouse is looking. Oh, but down goes the brain. Meryl Rip takes the brain. Spaghetti is pushed right through, so is Nakuta. They're going to push onto. But we're going to lose King Kong. King Kong is going to go down. There he goes. But Painkiller is in a world of pain. Spaghetti is trying to push round to push onto Painkiller. In comes King Kong and the Vickers. The Vickers doesn't have the armor though to fully protect. And that's why Artemka is coming in. Spaghetti now is now in a world of pain. But he does have the Leon in his E5 coming around to help out with Painkiller. Painkiller is down. Brain down, Painkiller down. Ice Pashali is down. But Death Drop is gone. 7A1's gone. Skill Check is gone. Nakuta is gone. It's Spaghetti is going to go next. He's not going to last this battle. There he goes. So it's 2 against 4. And unfortunately, Artemka may not last the battle. But Artemka's over this side. Twing with... No, Artemka isn't over this side. Where is Artemka gone? I can't remember. Don't know. There is Artemka. Down goes the Leon. It looks like 7 Pigs are going to bring one back. Meryl Rip is the last man standing. Toying against Redick. He may get Redick out the game, but that's about it. He's not going to be able to last against the others. He may be able to get Artemka, but Linux is full of... Oh, and there you go. Artemka takes the kill. Alini lose out here. And we will go to another round on Halas. 7 Pigs bringing one back. Score is now 2-1 in favour of Alini, however. So we're now going to switch those spawn points. I'm sorry I'm leaning forward a bit. I'm just being absolutely massacred by some horrible, horrible mosquito. So excuse me while you make a noise. Oh, it's a really horrible little thing. You know, it's the tiniest little mosquito in the world, and it's just absolutely eaten me to death. Perks of living in Dubai. Anyway, we're now switching those spawn points here on Halas. We will have 7 Pigs on the south spawn this time, with King Kong in a Vickers, Artemka in an E5, Linux in an E5, Redick in an E5, Ice Pashali in a Kranwagen, Painkiller in a Kranwagen, and the Brain in an IS4. Moving over to Alini, well, they're on the north spawn this time with Death Dropper in a Vickers, 7A1 in a Kranwagen, De Leon in a T22, Nakuta in an E5, Meryl Rip in a Kranwagen, Skill Check in a Kranwagen, and Spaghetti in an E5. They've still got match point here, Alini, but judging on what we've just seen, 7 Pigs clearly like this map. Oof. I'm still getting over raining tanks on Faust. I mean, that's just, you know, craziness, really. But you expect it. It's CIS. Your CIS RU is... the strangest things happen. They really do. Unbelievable, isn't it, eh? I mean, wow. I can't expect any EU team employing such a strat. I have to change that song name. Went from, instead of It's Raining Men to It's Raining Tanks. Hallelujah. Anyway, hit points. Well, there's 600 in it. It's not much. Well, it's not even 600. It's just 500 and something. That ain't much. Let's get up high into the back of the map. 7 Pigs now are looking to try and take this to a decider. They will feel that they can do that. We've got the 2 Crown Wagons of Painkiller and Ice Pashali moving out towards the A-cap. The E5s and the Brain in the IS4 there moving out towards the C. King Kong very aggressively forward, trying to get those early spots. And again, we've got Spaghetti coming down. He's trying to get into a decent position there to also get the spots. Meryl Rip and Skill Check, well, they're in an advanced position as well, but they're relatively safe. They can't get any, they cannot get any shots onto the A-cap, but Ice Pashali and Painkiller are being pushed out. Death Dropper comes round. He has got support from De Leon in 7A1, both in, one's in a Crown Wagon, one's in a T22. And they're facing off against Crown Wagons, who are fully loaded, however. And the Brain is also there in an IS-4. King Kong very aggressively comes round and tries to put shots into the 2 Crown Wagon. Linux in the E5 is now coming round. Wolf, that's got to be an ammo rack! That's got to be, 7A1 has got to have just been ammo racked. That was a huge amount of HP going very, very quickly. Down goes Ice Pashali though. So they've both lost a tank, but 7A1 must have been ammo wrecked, even though he's a Crown Wagon. I mean, 1,700 hit points, 2,700 hit points going just like that. Boom. That's a lot of hit points, guys. So down goes Death Dropper, down goes the Brain, however. Painkiller, is he next on the hit list? You can see Linux and Ardic are coming in, so is Artemka. Painkiller is trying to take on Skill Check. Skill Check is on his long reload, and no, Artemka takes him down. But Nakuta takes down Painkiller, so they're both losing tanks at the rate of, well, it's even really, 50-50. So now it's just a brawl, and we love brawls. Artemka is the focus of attention. De Leon looking for it. No, De Leon goes down to Arctic. King Kong has also gone down though, so it's still 3-on-3, but Artemka is a one-shot now, it's 3-on-2, and Alini do have the advantage because they've got their hit points just. It's only like 50. But it's 50 more than they've got. But let's see how it goes. Nakuta is they're trying to focus our Dick by looks on it. And our Dick here is being bullied a little bit. Crown Wagon and Meryl Rip is going to be loaded. Oh no, he's not waiting for his load anymore. He's just firing one at a time. 1,600 going through there. Nakuta is going to go down there. Linux has aimed his gun on him. Down he goes. Now it's 2-on-2. Oh, Meryl Rip getting pummeled there by Meryl Rip. Linux is the last man standing. This is going to be Alina's game unless something miraculous happens here with Linux. And you can see what he's doing. He's focusing Meryl Rip in the Crown Wagon because why not? Meryl Rip is not hauled down, but that is a good AG roll by Spadliffy. He puts a great HE roll in. Meryl Rip also puts one in. Linux is not going to last. It's all over here on the CIS server. Challengers and the champions of the Challengers Tour will be Alini. Really well played. I mean, wow. It's just amazing to watch how quick these games take here on RUCIS. Fantastic stuff, really good stuff from Alini. Massive congratulations to them. Commiserations to 7 Pigs. Really good, entertaining stuff from both clans. But the Challengers Tour crown will go to Alini, with 7 Pigs taking second place. So, well played. Both teams. Love the entertainment you showed us today. Love streaming it. It's been an absolute pleasure. Unfortunately, only one of you can win, and today it was Alini. Looking quickly at the champs, that is being streamed on Wargaming server, so this stream is now finished. So by all means, get over there and find out what's going on. Unfortunately, I've got no update at this end. You have to look at the actual website itself. I don't get the update, so I don't know until I actually log on to the stream also. But I think 7-star are leading G-Game. I think that's what Jory wrote in the chat. Let me just check. Yes, Jory did write that in the chat. So Alini, so 7-star, I believe, are leading over there. By all means, guys, get over there. Get over there because it's still going, and it's the best of 9, so it's the first of 5 victories. So you're not missing out anything as of yet. You've got plenty of time to get over there and go and watch it. And you know, if they're as entertaining as what you've just seen here, then it's really, really worth the while. Seriously. Anyway, with that, I've been Fujit. That has been the Challengers Tour Grand Final here on CISRU. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Again, massive congratulations to Alini, who are crowned the Challengers champions. Well done you. Commiserations to 7 Pigs, who have played awfully well all the way up to this stage, but they were just outplayed by Alini. And as always, it's been thoroughly entertaining to watch because it is unbelievably aggressive here on RU, and it's brilliant. Until then, guys, I'm back later, but not on my stream. I'm back later on the Wargaming stream for EU Grand Finals Aqua versus Endgame, or Endgame versus Aqua, whichever way you want to look at it. At the moment, it is 3-1 to G Game. So there we go. Right, until then, guys, have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye for now.